The ViDeX Hackathon is a bit of a unique entry. It's a start of a multi-year research and development partnership between Microsoft Canada and UBC, which is a leading university here in Canada. ViDeX experience is taking a lot of the multi-year research that UBC has been doing and then putting it in and integrating it with our product to see if we can find transformative impact, starting with students at UBC.
So we're very enthusiastic about working with the OneNote team and our research team at UBC. We've been working on interactive video for quite a number of years, and what's emerging is that in education, video is dominating the landscape, and yet the tools for video still haven't really been improved to meet the needs. And creating the tools and the video experience to make video really at the center of educational experiences is something we're going to be able to do together. And the demo hack that we've done allows us to see that future.
This is what a student's textbook can look like. Notice the abundance of highlights and notes that the student put in place. UBC has taken this textbook analogy and applied it to video lectures in a research player called ViDeX. This is what ViDeX looks like. Imagine I'm a student preparing for the next lecture or for the soon upcoming exam. With ViDeX, I can follow a narration of the transcript and highlight those parts that I deem important. I can also see my highlights in the film strip, which gives me an overview of the video. Video is usually not watched strictly chronological. While I skip and rewatch parts of the video, a heat map shows me this activity and helps me to distinguish key parts from less important pieces. For our OneNote hackathon, we have rewritten most of the ViDeX Flash prototype with modern web technology and augmented it with note-taking abilities. This is our hackathon prototype. You will recognize the transcript, which will also support highlighting, and the film strip with a view heat map. In addition, we leverage a Microsoft Israel experimental video analysis API. This API gives us OCR and speech keywords, which can be used for in-video navigation. On the right-hand side, you can now see that we have sticky notes. Each note has a temporal mapping to a point in time in the video. When I play, only that note gets focus, which is actually currently relevant. I can add a new note, for example, something meaningful like "Arrays are awesome." After having finished my video watching session, I want to take a step back and I can export all of my highlights and all of my notes and the transcript to OneNote. I can click here and open that link in OneNote. As you can see, here's the transcript. This is how far we got during the hackathon, but we have broader ambitions. Notes in ViDeX should have the same smart features as sticky notes, but should be tailored to the context. For example, notes could detect due dates for assignments or automatically link to authors and research papers. The full power of ViDeX can be unlocked when we let it scale from a single user to a classroom size. Analytics can then show insights about aggregated highlighting and note-taking, and so provide valuable feedback to the teacher on how to structure their course. A smart assistant could give personalized recommendations depending on your viewing behavior and that of your peers. Maybe you have a tendency of skipping the parts that all your peers have highlighted, so you should better watch this part again. It might be relevant for the exam.
At UBC, we've been running studies with students on their video learning experiences to try and identify the behaviours that they use when they watch the video. When we can identify these behaviours and get the patterns from that, we can create interfaces that make it much more fun and engaging for them. When you have the patterns of behaviour, you can actually aggregate these as well. So you can take an entire class of students and analyse their behaviour as a whole. And we can change lots of interface elements to support this kind of behaviour and really improve the quality of teaching through this mechanism.
So we were able to work in a large team, and it was really fun to be able to bounce ideas off each other and have each other support each other, and when things go wrong, everybody's in the same boat and having to work with all the problems. And I just want to be able to see ViDeX integrated into OneNote so that we can have a lot of people using it and see my work affect the lives of others.
ViDeX is revolutionizing the way that both instructors and students connect and engage with each other through the personalized video experiences that you get through the ViDeX platform.